Yo, yo, what's going on, fellas? How are you doing? We have made it to the weekend. I feel so goddamn good hanging out with you guys, talking our sports and talking our sports betting as well. We'll, of course, make sure we recap yesterday's action and then dive on into money making weekend. We've got William. He's sitting in there down on the pits. He's ready to join us and talk some NASCAR at the Pennzoil 400 at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Then we'll, of course, dive into this weekend's Premier League action and other soccer action as well. Let's go ahead and first start with that recap where we didn't have any official plays yesterday, so we didn't make any change to our profit on the week, where we're still plus 0.44 units on the week, but we did take a stab on three free rolls through our arbitrage plays. And I don't know about you guys, but I still really like doing that. We go a day where we don't have any official plays, but you're able to still feel the sweat and get the itch and just feel the sweat, I guess. And yeah, maybe you don't have a unit on it. Maybe you've got 3 plays, you got $5 and 22, maybe $2, but it's just that sweat and that feel of feeling it, and that's what you like, and that's what we enjoy. So we swung and missed on all 3 of them, but we picked up 3 free bets, so we'll give it another shot again this weekend over the course of the weekend. So absolutely love to see that right there. So, all right, guys, again, it's Friday, baby. You should be feeling good. What's the weather like in your areas? We're going to hit 50 degrees today in the Windy City. We've, of course, got Corey. You guys know him, friend of the program, Corey. He's making his way down from Western Illinois. He'll be down here in the next hour or so, so look forward to grabbing a beer, meeting him, taking him on down to the casino, and have a little good little time this afternoon with Corey. So, all right, let's see what's popping in the chat, and then let's go grab William and let's talk some Pennzoil 400. Should we, boys? What's going on, Brian? What's up, my man? What's up? You ready for the race this weekend? I'm finally ready to watch a race this weekend, Brian. It's probably been 100 laps maybe of the first 2 races, just because, you know me, and I just don't like super speedways. I don't like anything about it. But now we finally get, call it the first real race of the season, right? Something you can actually predict, something that you can handicap. I look forward to seeing how it unfolds this weekend down in Las Vegas. Corey, there he is. Man, there he is. What's going on? Just getting into town. All right, my man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make some money this weekend. I can't wait. I cannot wait. All right, let's grab William, boys. Let's see what William's up to. Let me unmute his mic, suck him on in here. William, there you are, my man. What's going on, dude?
What's up? Race weekend at an actual track besides a super speedway is actually going to be a little bit more predictable this weekend, but there's still a lot of variables to take an eye on, like Ford. We haven't seen a new body on an actual track besides the LA Coliseum, which is a very short track. Daytona and Atlanta super speedways, and also it all goes the same for Toyota, a whole brand new body. So we really don't know what those cars are going to be like this weekend. We're just going to go off guess and assumptions on what's been going on this year. The Chevys are obviously going to be quick, so we're just going to dive right into the top 3. The driver that I got finishing 3rd is going to be the 2-car of Austin Cindric. A lot of people are going to start wondering, where did he come from? Well, he did really good in Atlanta. Probably should have won that. Really good in Daytona. But I'm going to go back to last year. The final 10 races, we saw Austin Cindric flip a switch. And I believe that right there just gave me a bit more confidence heading into 2024. And Penske always does really good here in Vegas. So I believe it's a slam dunk for Austin Cindric finishing in 3rd. The driver that I got finishing in 2nd is going to be the 22-car of Joey Logano. Joey Logano is a fantastic driver here in Vegas, one of his better tracks, so 2nd place. My winner is going to be the 1-car of Ross Chastain, the Watermelon Man. He is going to do really good this year. He's going to win many races, and the first one he's going to win is going to be this weekend in Las Vegas, and I believe it's going to be an epic weekend for Trackhouse Racing.
That would be amazing. 3 races in to have both drivers already locked into the playoffs. That would be amazing for that team.
I don't know. The thing is about locked in. That's a big word right now.
You think for the first time we're going to get more than 16 winners? That's like never happened. It's always less than 16 winners, man. You know that.
I don't know. It like
you always think it's going to happen, and then it just starts to get repeat. Like, I'm with you. The numbers, and you project out, you're like, okay, 36 races, the numbers-wise, but it never happens.
But you got to think, though, like I'm going to go out there on a limb and say all 4 JGR cars win, so all 4 Hendrick cars, so that's 8 spots already. And I believe there's going to be some miss and match along the way. So I believe Suarez people saying he's locked in isn't really a slam dunk by any means. But talking about Daniel Suarez, I believe him and Chase Briscoe's matchup this week is probably the more interesting one, in my opinion, compared to the rest, just because of the fact that Daniel Suarez, yes, coming off a big-time win in Atlanta, and Atlanta's a super speedway, so you really can't count that towards the year, like saying, oh, he won that race, so he's going to be good the rest of the way. I don't think so, and I believe Briscoe is going to shock a lot of people. He did really good last year in Vegas, both races. So I like Chase Briscoe over Daniel Suarez. I just don't get the hype around him winning Atlanta. Yes, it's a big deal. Do not get me wrong. A win's a win, but it does not mean you're going to be successful at all.
You're back in Chase Briscoe, my man. There's a shocker. I know what do you think. Let's just throw out some names of maybe guys that, we could go back and forth. I kind of like Ty Gibbs. I kind of think the Toyota maybe there. I know Bubba Wallace will be probably pretty good. He's been really good at Vegas. But you like Ty Gibbs as well? I like Bubba Wallace. What's another guy maybe you like?
You mentioned the Toyotas. I really like the front row cars. And a lot of people are going to say, wow, front row, they have taken a big step forward in the last 2 years. So I went this past weekend to Atlanta. A lot of y'all probably know. And I saw one thing that was really interesting. The front row crew members were wearing their shirts, but on the shirts it had Team Penske logos. Mm-hmm. Remember, folks, there have been rumors for the last month and a half that they got an alliance with Team Penske. And that right there pretty much says it all. And that's why they've been doing really good. So Todd Gilliland and Michael McDowell, drivers to keep an eye on this week in Vegas, and it would not surprise me at all to see one of them do really well. Todd Gilliland led a race high of 57 laps last week in Atlanta. Obviously, you really don't want to count that and all, but he laps, and he's led them. And I like Todd Gilliland and Michael McDowell as a long shot.
What about the hometown kid, Kyle Busch? He's always strong here at this track. He's actually got the best average finish in the last 6 races here at Las Vegas. I'm assuming you got Kyle Busch top 5-ish, somewhere up there?
Kyle Busch will be competitive, and I also like to look at the other Las Vegas drivers. You got Zane Smith. He's making his first career start here in Vegas. I like to see what he can do. Was really good here in the truck, so maybe he can be a shocker for maybe a top 15. He's definitely not going to win a race in that 71 car outside of a super speedway event. And then the other one would be Noah Gragson. He's also from Las Vegas. He's got the 10 car this year. Not really high on him at the moment. I'm not too entirely sold yet. But the Las Vegas drivers this weekend, there's going to be a lot of them, so something to keep an eye on there. But yeah, Las Vegas, Pennzoil 400, cannot wait.
Las Vegas, baby, 1.5-mile intermediate track. Finally feels like we're going to get this season underway coming up this weekend down there in Las Vegas. All right, William, thanks for jumping on here, man. Everybody enjoyed it last week. We'll try and see if we can't keep this thing going forward. So enjoy the race. I know we'll be in talk throughout the weekend.
All right. Thank you. Everybody take care.
All right. See you, man. All right, so there's Williams. I'll go ahead and toss up mine. I'm going to do the dreaded, and I hate fading a guy twice, but I'm going to fade Keselowski twice. I'm taking Ross Chastain. You just heard William say right there. He's got him going ahead and winning the race. I've got him really high. Just been more dominant over Keselowski, and like I would have said, but William beat me to it, is a little bit of a projection here, right? We've had 2 super speedways and a short track with the clashes to kick off the season. We haven't gotten into the intermediate circuit. This is the beginning of the intermediate circuit, so a little bit of projection, sure, but you do have hardcore stats certainly to go off the past couple of years. And Chastain has been kicking Keselowski's ass here. You know, his last 4 finishes here are 3rd, 2nd, 15th, and 4th, where Keselowski's is 24th, 17th, 17th, and 4th. In fact, Keselowski, of 8 stages in those last races, he's only got 4 of 8 in the top 10. Chastain's got 6 of 8 in the top 10. Chastain's got the better driver rating by 9 points. You remember how important driver rating is, right? You can, be dominant all day, and whether it's a late crash or, maybe a speeding penalty on pit road that, that knocks you out of the top 5 and, on paper gives you an ugly finish. Well, driver rating says, okay, well, you were dominant all day. We're not going to let that one, incident affect your driver rating. So he's just been dominant over him. And much like the same thing with Kyle Busch, he's been dominant. In fact, he's got the best average finish here at Las Vegas in the last 6 races. His last finishes in the last 4 have been 4th, 3rd, 13th, and 4th. He's got 6 of his 8 stage finishes here in the top 10. And his driver rating better than Keselowski by 15. So Kind of like what William's saying is Ford and Toyota, the changes to their body. Chevy, no real changes. And both of these guys, Chastain or Busch, they're in Chevys. Really feel like I know what we're going to go ahead and get with these guys. So give me Chastain over Keselowski and Busch over Keselowski. Again, maybe just hate fading the same driver. If you're only going to do one of those, I mean, Busch has got way better numbers than Chastain if we're just comparing these two plays individually. I think you would probably do Busch if you're only going to do one of them, but I think both of these men are going to go ahead and beat Keselowski. So, yeah, sign me up for both of them. That's how we'll go ahead and kick off there. You can see what we're rolling with this weekend in the soccer, at least from a Premier League standpoint. I already talked all these bets yesterday on Between the Post there with Matt. Man City team total over 2.5, minus 104. Burnley and Bournemouth over 2.5, and both teams to score. Chelsea and Brentford, both teams are scoring over 2.5. Fulham on that double chance against Brighton. Tottenham on that money line. We did learn this morning, listen to Ainge Pistachio's press conference, that Richarlison's going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. Not ideal. I mean, he was in really fine form, so now you're going to get Son as the number 9. Not as bad as Rashford at the number 9. Like, I really did not feel comfortable sitting here last Friday with that bet up against Fulham, knowing Rashford was going to be the 9. I don't have like those same feelings and those same concerns with Son at the 9, but it's certainly not ideal. We would certainly wish Richarlison didn't pick up that injury but it happened. So be it. And then Leon Bailey to score or assist. Just going to tail Matt on that play. I agree with Matt. I think Villa will be superior than Luton here on the road. They should get multiple goals, and I think Leon Bailey will be scoring or assisting in that matchup. So that's how we'll go ahead and roll there. I forgot to put up the bet that I've got for today, so let me throw that up here on the screen. Here for half a second. There it is. And this is how I'm going to roll today. We do got a bet for today, fellas. We don't have to wait all the way to money-making weekend. Our weekend could kick off today there with the little two-legged parlay there in soccer. Bayern on that team, total over 1.5. Yeah, you could say they've been losing, but they've still scored 2 or more goals in 4 of their 5 games, right? They lose the Bochum, but they still get 2 or more goals in that game when they lose that one. But they bounced back in the last week up against Leipzig. They got 2 goals against that one. That was a much better opponent against Leipzig. Look for them to start to pick that up and carry that momentum into this game. And then obviously they've got the big week coming up with Champions League. And then I'll parlay them with AC Milan. They're on the double chance. They're on the road today against Lazio. Lazio just, they're awful. They're awful. They're still not going to score against Bayern. They're not going to go to Munich and get a goal. And I'm basically going to be right that they're not going to score a goal in that entire two-legged affair. We saw them struggle mightily Monday against Fiorentina. AC Milan is a much better team. They're obviously fighting for the Champions League spots. Nobody's going to catch Inter, but they're fighting for the Champions League spots. Yeah, Milan on the double chance. Bayern team total over 1.5, minus 110 over on DraftKings is what you can expect right there. All right, let's go ahead and cash that play, boys. That's all I've got right now. I do want to lock in an anytime goal-scoring parlay, so I want to hear from you down in the chat. I just showed all those free bets that we've got. We've already tweeted some arbitrage plays today, so we've got some money to play with. Let's build some parlays, boys, and cash some of these suckers. Can Wallace make it 3 races in a row top 10? He's going to be good at Vegas, man. Yeah, I'd bank him on a top 10 finish. I'd bank him on a top 10 finish for sure. I think him and Toyota is going to be good this weekend, Brian. What's up, Das? What's up, man? Who you like this weekend to get an anytime goal scorer? I've got 4 guys, and I just wanted to highlight again. I like to do this every now and then. I don't even do it weekly. I just every now and then. Look at the odds. I've got 4 guys to score a goal. Just look at those odds and the differences. Obviously, you would make it on Caesars if you've got it. I mean, look at the difference. That is a massive difference. So just make sure you're price shopping. Who are those 4 guys that I've got? You guys can talk me off a couple of these guys if you want. We can swap them out for somebody else. But I like Son to get a goal. I liked him, obviously, before the Charleston news. Still like it, right? He's a better winger than he is a 9. I mean, there's just no doubting that. He is a better winger than a 9. But I still like it. And he's obviously on pen duty, right? Really like that angle when a guy's on pen duty. I'm also going to go with Oli Watkins. Again, he's with Aston Villa. I expect them to get the 3 points against Luton. They're going to be bagging some goals up against Luton. So you just saw what Man City did. Obviously, that's Man City. But Villa I'm thinking they should be getting 3. Around the 3 mark against Luton. So I like Oli Watkins. I also got Ivan Toney. He's one of those 4 guys I've got in there. Ivan Toney. They're going to be at home today against Chelsea. We talked on Between the Posts. They're home and away splits. But you know how good Toney's been since he's come back from suspension. And then I've also got this one. This one could be the stretch of the parlay. So if you feel like gambling, throw in Andres Pereira there of Fulham. I know he's only scored one goal in the season, but I like Fulham, obviously. Matt likes him. Well, I wanted him in a parlay piece. Matt's got him as a single play, as a Fulham draw no bet. I like him as well. I'll probably end up building with one of these free bets, like a money line parlay. And for sure, Fulham money line parlay will be in there if I build that. I'm just feeling Pereira. So that rounds out my 4 players. That gets me to 62 to 1 over on Caesars. Tony, Son, Pereira, and Oli Watkins. Who do you guys like to go ahead and bag a goal? Who do you guys like? You might hit you're going to La Liga, you get Almeria, and some other team I have no clue. Okay. That's all you, man. I don't even know the second team, so that's all you. I don't even know it. Let's do it, Adrian. I feel you, man. I think that parlay is going to hit today. Bayern, AC Milan. Oh, yeah, it's going to get us going. Any shots on target parlays? I don't really play those, not even on a personal level. Obviously, I don't play them like on a card level. I don't even play them. You could you expect Fulham to bag multiple goals against Brighton, Villa, Spurs, whether that's Kulusevski, Werner, Son. I mean, any of those guys across the top. He's been using Ben Johnson more as the super sub, so I definitely feel confident it's going to be Werner, Kulusevski, and Son, and Ben Johnson is going to come in. For whatever reason, he's kind of been like a little mini super sub here lately. So, one of those guys for Tottenham, I would think, are pretty good as well. You've got Milan over 1.5 goals. I like it. You got Bayern over 6.5 shots on target. Shots on target to me could just be, I don't know. These guys, I feel like everybody's just trying to hit the upper 90, and that's a stat that I just don't like a lot because guys are just always trying to be so precise with their placement, and you get misses. You can have 20 shots, but only like 4 of them on target. I mean, you guys know. You guys watch it, seen it. Anybody else for anytime goal scoring parlay? I'm going to go ahead and roll with those 4, unless you guys like somebody better. Again, if you don't want to be as risky with me, maybe you drop out Andreas Pereira. I don't know if you guys saw on Caesars, they're doing a long shot parlay. As long as your long shot parlay has odds of 10 to 1 or greater, you can use a 33% boost. So about the boost is 62 over on, that gets me to, and now I can't use a free bet though if I'm on Caesars. Yeah, probably spell. Yeah, I had no idea that second team. I knew the first one you were talking about was the La Liga team, Almeria. I have no idea who that second one is. That one probably is spelled wrong, my man. You're gonna have to circle back and let me know. I don't know. All right, so we're on Caesar, so we can't use a free bet that we earned last night, but we already tweeted out 2 arbitrage plays. I'm gonna use part of it because I also want to do a correct score parlay. Ain't nothing like sweating a correct score parlay. Rarely do they hit. I don't know if I've ever hit a parlay. I've certainly hit singles. I don't know if I've ever hit a parlay, but doesn't keep me from trying, goddammit. I'm still going to take a shot. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'll use the $3.12 that we made, if it'll let me. So there you go. This $3, we can take free money. And we could turn $3 into $2.61. How the hell does that sound? All we need is Ivan Toney to score a goal, Son to score a goal, Andreas Pereira, and Oli Watkins, and I'm placing that bet. Let's effing go. Boosted on Caesars using their boost. We are boosted. Bam. Take a screenshot so we can tweet that out later, much later. Everybody knows you get the picks much later on Twitter. I like to hang out with my friends here on YouTube and give them the picks much sooner. All right. Now I want to take that $2.07. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to hop over to DraftKings and spend that $1.81 on a correct score parlay for this weekend in the Prem. Put in any correct scores you could love in the chat. I'm logging into DraftKings now. I'm going to use that $1.81 free bet. Any correct scores you like, fellas, in the Prem this weekend? You'll know because there'll be a free giveaway on Monday. You'll know. I'll be trying to line your pockets with some of the profits. You'll know, my man. You will know. All right, let me toggle over to the Prem. I think it's under game props. Correct score. Fulham and Brighton. That's probably 2-1 or 3-1 Fulham. I'll go 3-1. 3-1 Fulham. All right. Brentford, Chelsea. I'd probably skip that game. I mean, I like goals, as you can see. Like, that's an official bet. Put a unit on it. Brentford should be better. I mean, we talked about their home and away splits. I would think Brentford can at least get a point, maybe 3. But, I mean, Chelsea's got ballers. I mean, they could bag goals. So I'll probably not do one in there. Forest, Liverpool, again, you just see on the screen, I don't have a bet. Listen to Klopp's press conference. Salah's still out. Darwin Nunez, Szoboszlai, they're both questionable. Like, it's just still too many question marks. Robertson, like, it's just too many question marks. I can't do that one. Wolves, Newcastle, I love the draw here. I love the draw. I might go 1-1 draw. I really love the draw between Newcastle Wolves. I had fun talking about this game yesterday and talking about really how even it is, and I still think we were basically right midweek against Wolves Brighton. Yeah, we missed we missed the single play. We bet the draw, we missed it, but I mean that shit was a draw. Just unfortunate that's goal in the second minute. I'm gonna do draw at 1-1 for Newcastle Wolves. Everton West Ham, that's a game I'll skip. Yeah, that's definitely a game I'll skip. Tottenham Palace, probably skip that one. Luton Villa. Here, I want to do this one. Do I go 3-1 or 4-1? 3-1 or 4-1 for Villa? I'll go 3-1. All right, see if DraftKings will let me spin this parlay. They got me hampered here. All right. Wow, that'll pay $1,800. Feed it into me. 3-1 Fulham, 1-1 Newcastle Wolves, 3-1 Villa. See if they'll let me bet it. $1.81. Oh, they did. Okay, that was the free bet. All right, use the free bet from last night. Woo! Cooking, boys. 3-1 Fulham, 3-1 Villa, 1-1 Newcastle Wolves. What can you guys expect the rest of the weekend? Well, we got $2.07 of arbitrage. We've got a $5 free bet on FanDuel that I'd love to put together a money line parlay, whether that's a draw or predicting a side to actually win, but predicting money lines. $22 free bet on MGM. Yeah, we'll see. Do I add anything to it? The only additions that would probably get added to it is Liverpool Forest. Once you see lineups, if there's something you like in there, certainly maybe a free roll on Sunday. Holland to get a hat trick or something crazy. Had to stick it to them. He's got like 5 goals in his last 3 games against City. Phil Foden has 4 games in his last 3. I was listening to Pep talk about those numbers this morning, or actually, to be fair, it was a reporter asking Pep about those numbers. And he said something like, "Yeah, I've got good players." Like, what do you mean, dog? I got good players. And United sucks, so yeah, I wouldn't pay even if I could. Not sure if I quite follow that comment. All right. That's how we're rolling today, boys. That's how we're rolling in the Prem. You guys feeling the excitement? You guys feeling the energy? I'm pumped up. I'm extremely pumped up. Look forward to money-making weekend getting started today. Bayern team total over 1.5. AC Milan on the double chance. And we'll roll that on into the weekend. Several Premier League plays, a couple NASCAR plays to go ahead and kick our season off. If you remember, 2 years ago, really did well in NASCAR 2 years ago. Last year, it just felt like, you name it, speeding penalty, slow pit stop, crash. I mean, you name it. Last year, we had just dumb shit. I mean, Bubba Wallace, I remember, got a wreck on lap 10. I took him like Bubba Wallace over somebody. I don't remember what race that was, but like he got a wreck literally on lap 10. I mean, we had some really unfortunate luck. But 2 years ago, when we avoided the bad luck, the research paid off and we were clipping off wins. Well, see if that starts this weekend. You never know. Never know. And it ain't over till it's over. We've lost. I mean, remember Cole Custer got the blown tire 2 seasons ago? Remember he blew his tire with like 8 laps to go? And I remember watching that, and they weren't showing him and they just saw him free falling on the side of the screen. You just saw Cole Custer falling. He's like, what the hell? And then eventually the camera crews cut up, and they were like, oh, yeah, he cut his tire. So it's shit definitely not over until that checker flags. But we'll see. What about Premier League games over 1.5 goals? Oh, yeah, we've done those enough time. I won't make that an official play, but we can go through the games and say which ones we expect. Let's see. We could talk about that, Adrian. Talk about which games we like that. Let's go through it. 2 goals in Brentford, Chelsea. Obviously, that's a no-brainer. 2 goals in Fulham, Brighton. 2 goals in Tottenham Palace. 2 goals in Luton Villa. I would assume 2 goals in Forest Liverpool, but I really would like to see lineups. And then both games on Sunday will have 2 goals. Burnley, Bournemouth. Obviously, you can see the bet I've got. Hell, I've got Man City scoring 2 goals all by themselves. Hell, I've got him scoring 3. So, yeah, the only games I would avoid is Newcastle Wolves, and I would avoid Everton West Ham. Are the ones I would avoid. You hit that qualified bet, so you didn't make the same bet I made. I put that 4-legger together and only got one of the 4 correct. The only one that came through and obliged was Liverpool. The other ones all swung and missed. But, hey, whatever the hell you did, glad it worked out for you, man. Hell yeah. Glad it worked out. That's what we're here for, man. Hell yeah. Not too far. I hear that. I hear that. How about a good NBA 3 or 4-leggers first basket? Wow, those are hard to hit. Man, we did have a touch of excess a couple of seasons ago. Let me look at the NBA matchups. Set them there, and I'll just kind of go to hashtag. I mean, that's what we do, and we can just look and see who's got good advantages, and you just hope like hell they take the first shot. That's a tough one, Tim. Let's see what we can't cook up though. Who's got a good matchup? Really good one. Oh, the Sixers can't guard the shooting guard position. Where shit. The Sixers playing today? And they're playing the god-awful Hornets are on the back end of a back-to-back. Yeah, probably don't want to mess anything with the Hornets. Kings can't defend the small forward where shit. Who are the Kings playing today? Oh, they're playing the Wolves. That's actually a good team. Who's their small forward? And yes, I do not know because I am not a basketball guy. I have to look it up. Who's their small forward? Jaden McDaniels. I don't know much about him. Not a name that jumps off the paper, but I think you'd really want to see how they defend the power forward and center because Gobert and Towns would probably get a look before some dude I've never heard of. They're really bad versus the center. Hadn't quite gotten to that column to click on, so maybe you could do a Rudy Gobert. They're decent against power forwards, so they really struggle. Whoa, they really struggle versus centers. So this could maybe do Rudy Gobert. Let's see. Let's keep going. Let's see power forwards. And then centers. Oh, the Wizards are dead last in the NBA versus centers. Are they playing? They're playing the Clippers. And second worst in the NBA versus centers is the Spurs. They're not playing today. All right, I do Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert. Who is the Clippers center? A dude who is doubtful. So you can't really take a chance on that guy. Zubac. So you can't really take a chance on him. He's doubtful. Let me see Cavs Pistons. Yeah, nothing. I'm sure the Pistons suck at everything, right? They're worse versus the center. Who would that be, Jared Allen or Evan Mobley? Evan Mobley gave us one of our first basket cashes a couple seasons ago, remember? They do Jared Allen as a center. So maybe Jared Allen and Rudy Gobert? You need another one, Tim? Rudy Gobert and Jared Allen? Let's get you one more. You did say 3 or 4. We'll get you one more. They're impossible. Yes, which is why you see the tweets all the time from the sports books being like, this one guy got lucky because everybody else is going to miss and we want your money. Yeah, that's why they send those tweets out in an abundance whenever they get a hit because they know ain't nobody else going to hit one. They're tough. They're tough. Just like that correct scoring parlay that I put together. So what am I? I can't talk shit because I just put together a 3-legged scoring parlay that I could turn $2 into $1,800. What's the chances of that? Probably not too good, but it gives me a little bit of extra fun and entertainment. And that's what I like to do with the arbitrage money. It really gives into the entertainment. I would say it keeps you disciplined in your sports bets. Like if you don't like big parlays, if you don't like 10-leg parlays, but use your arbitrage money. Use your free bets on that shit and stay disciplined with your units. When you've got whatever when you got your good amount of money on it, then you can stay disciplined to whatever your behavior is. Let's get you one more, Tim. Let's get you one more. I'm looking up to see this Blazers-Grizzlies matchup is what I'm looking at. We're going to find somebody in this game that we believe in. Portland. Ooh, they are 4th worst versus the center. They're also bad versus the point guard. So who's the point guard for the Grizzlies and who's the center for the Grizzlies? The point guard's day-to-day, and the center is out, and you get the backup Lamar Stevens. Wow. Yeah, probably not doing that. All right, let's do a different game. Pacers-Pelicans. Let's do Pacers-Pelicans instead. What did I say, Pacers? Who's the shooting guard here for the Pelicans? Oh, there you go. Brandon Ingram. We've heard of that guy. Do Brandon Ingram. I heard of that guy, and he's got a fantastic matchup today, taking on the Pacers. Brandon Ingram. If you want a single bet, take whatever the hell his points are. Take the over. Don't do rebounds and assists with him because he's got a bad matchup from a rebounding standpoint. Assists are, league average, but he should light it up from a scoring perspective. So, Brandon Ingram, Jared Allen, and Rudy Gobert. Yeah, first TD scores. Yeah, they're tough too. All right. There it is. Anything else, boys? Is that how we're going to roll in the money-making weekend? Is that it? Anything else? I don't know why I've got this. I don't know why I've got that. That's messing up my thing. No longer talking to William? See if we get William. I heard from a couple of you guys. You guys said last week you enjoyed having William on here for, a brief second. So that's why I've reached out to him again. Let me know if that's still the same feeling. And still can't, we'll get him on here as much as he's available. So, all right. Good luck. Good luck, Tim. It's Rudy Gobert. It's Jared Allen. And it's Brandon Ingram. Those are your 3. Now, am I making that parlay? Am I making that parlay? Because I don't want to sit here and not have the cash when it hits. I don't do hockey this year. I just said, you know what? There's only so much time in a day, man, and you just get stretched too thin. Like, if you're just trying to do every goddamn thing, you just get stretched too thin. So I removed hockey and basketball. I will only do basketball with, obviously, arbitrage and free bets. But you just haven't even looked at hockey on any level. Nope, not anymore. Not anymore. All right, we'll go ahead and pull the plug there then, boys. We'll go ahead and pull the plug. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys kicking off my weekend with me, guys. Felt damn good to kick off the weekend. Oh, we got one more. Oh, we got to hear this one. It's a parlay. He's got a 2-legger for today. You got Freiburg Bayern over 2.5 goals. Yeah, I mean, Bayern's still conceding. Freiburg at home. Mid-table. I think they're in like 8th or 9th place, if I recall. Basically a mid-table team. Especially a mid-table team because there's only 17 teams in the Bundesliga. So, yeah, they're mid-table. So I hear you. Oh, shit. Then we're going to Poland. 2 teams we've never heard of on any level. You like them to have over 4.5 corners in the second half. I can't let you do that one by yourself. So that's what I'll do. I'll just come along for some fun. I'll come along for some fun with you, man. And what's this other one? Poland? What do you got here, man? Poland. Let's see if I can even bet the Poland League. There it is, Poland. And what are these teams? What do we got here? What is it? Is this today, tomorrow? I don't even. Holy hell. What? Dude, I don't even see this game. What, was it today? Did I miss it? I don't see it. I don't see it. I have no idea. Is there only one Polish league? At least according to Bet Rivers, they're only giving one Polish league. Oh my God! You went to the second division Polish league, my man. You went to League 2 in Poland. All right, corners. I'm in. I can't do it by half. I just gotta take the full over, man. F it. Like, I don't have the option. I'm gonna go over 9.5. If I'm doing a 2-legger, there you go. Minus 101. Basically even money. I'll come in for the ride. No idea. The only you know what? It's one of those bets where you have no idea how to track it, so you like gotta bet it if you want to know the outcome. Because how the hell are you gonna follow that bet? All right, I'll do a half a unit. I'll do a half a unit just because it's League 2 in Poland. It's not League 1. I'm going half a unit. Half a unit. Half a unit. Appreciate that, Francisco. I'm along for the ride. You'll have to hit me up if that cashes. I'll have no goddamn clue. Half a unit. All right, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. We will hang with you on Monday. Hope to ring the cash register and talk about how good our weekend was. So, and I'll let you know how Corey and I did at the casino this afternoon. I got to take him down there, and I got a free bet here. I got a these people said right here, come on down Friday or Saturday. I'll go down today. I got a free $20 bet. So it's a free $20 bet, Corey, to kick off our afternoon down there. That's only half a unit. That's fine. It's fine. All right, Lee. All right, fellas. Enjoy it, boys. Have yourselves a good one. We'll catch you mañana. Or Monday.